I'm going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest.
You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm propria person.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense.
I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and
sir.
I'll travel. I travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact.
Sir, here's what we're doing, Mr. White.
Here we go, folks. Another day. Another sovereign citizen walking into court thinking he's uncovered the secret cheat code to the justice system. And let me tell you, this one gets messy fast. The judge starts things off calm, explaining the charges like he does with everyone else. Pretty simple. This guy was caught driving with a suspended license. That's a misdemeanor, carries up to 93 days in jail and a fine up to $500. Clear as day. But the second the judge tries to get through the arraignment, here comes Mr. White with his sovereign citizen word salad.
All right, on the telephone ending in 1336, tell us your name, please.
I come in sui juris.
Only one of you actually has that phone number, and the other people are just wrong about what their phone number is. Who's calling ending in 1336?
Sui juris and personal persona. I'm Stephen hyphen Tyrell colon White comma beneficiary and sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace, and duress. Fiduciary Daniel Williams Norbeck.
Okay, Mr. White, we're going to pop you over in the waiting room because you're just going to be a distraction for all the citizens here willing to abide by the laws of our country. So we'll pop you over in the waiting room and we'll get back to you. In case you guys have ever heard of the term sovereign citizen in the news, that's what one of them sounds like when they try to come to court.
He's rambling about fraud minutes, beneficiary status, and, of course, the classic line, I don't drive, I travel. I swear, it's like these people print this stuff off the internet and practice it in the mirror, thinking it's going to magically stop.
All right, Mr. White, are you able to hear me?
Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to read this to you so you understand what you're charged with. This says that on January 7th of this year, on 2nd Street there in the city of Fenville, that you were driving while license suspended. That is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs. You understand your charge?
Objection, Your Honor. I do not. I do not understand my charges or
okay. I'm going to mark you down as not guilty, and we'll set you for a jury trial. You can continue to.
Your Honor. Your Honor. You practice in front of bench. You practice in front of bench. That's my job or my attorney job. I'm sui juris. I'm propria person.
Okay, Mr. White, I don't know where you read the stuff that you're saying, but it's legal nonsense. It means nothing in a court of law. So if you're not willing to state that you even understand or recognize the authority of the court, my options are I can make you come in for arraignment and not give you a PR bond, and then you'll have to post bond to not sit in jail. You want to do it that way instead? Right now, if I get through arraignment with you, I'll give you a PR bond. Mr. White?
I don't listen. I'm asking you a question.
What's the question, sir?
I'm not arguing with you, Your Honor. I just want you to hear me. I just want you to hear me.
Okay, but I don't want to listen for 20 minutes. Go ahead and ask your one question, and we'll start there and see if it's a real question.
Am I on the record?
Yes.
It's not going to take 20 minutes, Your Honor. I give you my word.
Well, you said you have a question, sir. What's the question you want to ask?
Is this criminal or is it civil?
This is criminal, sir. It's punishable by up to 93 days in jail and or $500 fines and costs.
Hey, if it's criminal, can I ask to dismiss the charge?
Stop the law from applying to them. Now, the judge is a no-nonsense type. You can tell right away he's not falling for it. He literally says, Mr. White, what you're saying is legal nonsense, and he's right. None of this sovereign talk means anything in a courtroom. But does that stop our guy? Oh no. He doubles down, claims he doesn't understand the charges, objects to everything, and then demands to know if his case is civil or criminal. The judge tells him, plain and simple, it's criminal. But instead of listening, this guy tries to dismiss his own case right there on the spot.
Because at this point, the prosecutor, There's no sworn testimony. There's no sworn.
It's because this is just arraignment, sir. What you're talking about is trial. That would be several steps down the road. Arraignment is just for you to make sure that you understand what you're accused of, what the penalty is, and for you to enter a plea. You're accused of driving while license suspended. I read to you what the possible penalties are, and I asked you if you wish to plead guilty or not guilty at this time.
No, Your Honor, I'm a beneficiary and I'm a sovereign. I'm here under fraud, menace,
sir. Those sentences don't mean anything. They have no legal meaning whatsoever.
It's guaranteed by
so
my constitutional
I've indicated that since you can't understand arraignment, I've entered a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I've set you for a jury trial. You can represent yourself free of charge, or you could hire an attorney. And now you must make a choice, sir, for bond. If we get through the arraignment with you on Zoom, I'm going to give you a PR bond, personal recognizance bond. That means you don't have to post any money. We're essentially trusting you that you'll keep coming back for your court dates. It is no driving without a valid driver's license. If you cannot get that far, in other words, if you really don't understand what's happening here, then I'm not going to allow you to be arraigned by Zoom. I'm going to set you for arraignment in person. And you will come to this courthouse. You will not get a PR bond. You will get a $300 cash or surety bond, meaning that you will need to post $300 in cash, or you will sit in jail from that day until your trial date. So I'll give you a choice. Do you want to be arraigned over Zoom like we're doing today, or would you like to come in and be arraigned in person?
Well, I object to all of this, Your Honor, because at this point, I don't even understand the charges. I do not understand the charges. I'm not trying to.
That's fine. No, sir, you're allowed to, sir. You're allowed to object, and I understand your sentence that you don't understand the charges. And so I will attempt to work with you for that for a second. I'm going to read the charges to you, okay? This says that it takes place on January 7th of this year. You understand that, right? The date that I just read.
I'm saying I do not. At this point, Your Honor, it's I was saying this. It was a jurisdiction matter. It's a jurisdiction matter. That's what I'm saying. It's a subject matter jurisdiction.
Here's the problem with you arguing jurisdiction. I am a lawyer, so I understand what jurisdiction means. I'm not sure you do.
Like, buddy, you're not even at trial yet. This is level 1 of the process, and you're already failing the tutorial, and honestly, this is where the judge shines. He stays calm, firm, and keeps control of the courtroom without losing his cool. Some judges get frustrated and blow up at sovereigns, but not this one. He lets Mr. White dig his own hole while shutting down every single nonsense argument. You can tell he's seen this routine before, and he's not about to waste the court's time. But here's where things get really good, because as patient as this judge is, Mr. White keeps pushing, and the judge eventually has no choice but to drop the hammer. So after giving this guy chance after chance, the judge finally says, "Look, here are your options. Either we finish this arraignment right here on Zoom, and I give you a personal recognizance bond, which basically means you don't pay a dime to walk out there."
The accusation is that you're driving around on 2nd Street in the city of Fenville, meaning in Allegan County, and that you're doing so when your driving privileges with Secretary of State have been suspended or revoked. Because this is the county. Yes?
Objection. I'll travel. I don't drive.
Okay.
I have no contact
Sir, here's
with
what we're
nobody.
doing, Mr. White. You are no longer able to be arraigned by Zoom. What I'm going to do is adjourn this. I'm going to adjourn this, and you will get notice at your address there. You will come in, and we will arraign you in person. I'm telling you that I'm not going to give you a personal recognizance bond, sir.
It has to be before we can proceed.
White,
before you can proceed, it has to be
Mr.
addressed,
White,
Your Honor.
Because we are on the record, I'm going to make this infinitely clear. You're going to get notice to appear in front of me. You have 2 choices. If you do not appear, I'm going to put out a bench warrant for your arrest. If you do appear, We will have this conversation again about arraigning you, to see if you understand the charges, but you are not getting a PR bond. You will need to bring with you $300 cash or surety, or you will be in jail. Do you understand those two options, A and B?
That's a violation of my constitutional rights, Your Honor.
Well, no, it isn't, sir. So we're all set for today. We're done talking. We cannot make any progress. You will be asked to come in person for arraignment. You can either choose to come in for arraignment or you can choose to not be here. If you choose to not be here, a warrant will be entered for your arrest. And if you do choose to be here, make sure you bring that $300 because you're not getting a personal recognizance bond. But we are done with this hearing. I'm going to go ahead and release you. Thank you.
When's my date for court?
The door, or you can keep wasting my time, and I'll drag you into court in person, slap a $300 cash bond on you, and if you can't pay it, you'll sit in jail until trial. Crystal clear, right? Two simple choices. But Mr. White? Nope. He objects again, says he doesn't understand the charges, and then tries to turn it into a jurisdiction matter. Now, this is where the judge just cuts right through the nonsense. He literally tells him, I'm a lawyer. I know what jurisdiction means. I don't think you do. And man, you could almost hear the entire courtroom sigh in relief. But does our sovereign citizen back down? Not a chance. He keeps repeating his magic words. I travel, I don't drive, I don't contract with you. I'm a beneficiary sovereign. It's like he thinks if he stacks enough random words together, the judge will just throw his hands up and say, "Oh, you got me! Case dismissed!" Spoiler alert, that's not happening. Finally, the judge has had enough. He shuts it down cold. Mr. White, you're done on Zoom. You will come in person. You will either bring $300 cash for bond, or you will sit in jail until your trial date. And if you don't show up, I'll issue a bench warrant for your arrest. Boom. That's game over. And the best part, even after all that, even after the judge lays out the consequences crystal clear, Mr. White still asks, so, what's my court date? Like, buddy, were you listening to anything? Or were you too busy flipping through your little sovereign citizen script? This is the thing about these cases that blows my mind. These people are given the easiest way out. Plead guilty, pay a small fine, maybe take a class, and you're done. But instead, they'd rather fight with the judge, waste the court's time, and dig themselves into an even deeper hole. And this judge, he's not just handling it well. He's putting on a clinic in how to deal with sovereign citizens. Calm, firm, professional, and not falling for a single trick. Honestly, I think he handled it perfectly.